do we go about measuring radioactivity? There's more than one way to do this. One thing is called a scintillation counter, and that is simply a piece of equipment that will emit light whenever it is in contact with samples that are undergoing a radioactive decay. So it will have bright flashes of light, and you can just see how intense is the light in order to figure out how much radioactivity there is. Another method is the Geiger counter, which you might have seen in a movie or something, where it goes click, 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 click. And the more it's clicking, the faster it's clicking, the more radioactivity there is. It's portable, so you can carry it around with you. How does it work? Well, the radiation itself will ionize the gas in the detector, and the fact that it changes the gas to an ion will allow that to be moved to one side or the other, creating an electrical circuit. And when the circuit is completed, it will make a click, and then it will open up again for the next one. The interesting thing here is that Geiger, I don't know if you will remember this, but in Chem 2, we talked about the Rutherford gold foil experiment, and Rutherford was the professor in charge of the lab, and he had two people working for them. One was named Marsden, and the other one was named Geiger. It's the same fellow. He is very talented at putting pieces of equipment together, and so he was responsible for that scintillation counter that was used in the Rutherford gold foil experiment, and he also created the Geiger counter. So what are we going to measure? What we're going to measure is called activity, and that is the number of decay events per unit time. Now, the fact of the matter is we love to have units named, right? So the Becquerel, which is named after a French scientist, is the official unit for radioactivity, and 1 becquerel is 1 decay event per second. Unfortunately, that is way too small for many situations. If you have a piece of radioactive material, it is going to be a whole lot more than 1 decay event per second, almost always. So the non-standard unit of radioactivity is called the Curie, and it is actually over 10 to the 10th decay events per second. The amount of stuff is going to affect the activity. And so the same sort of equations can be used for activity as are used for the amount of the substance that is decaying. So there was Fukushima in Japan, and that was pretty nasty. One of the things that happened was that xenon-133 was released into the atmosphere. Oh, that's bad. So the question is, how much activity is there if you had 1 microgram of this substance? The half-life is given to us, and they want us to do it in both becquerels and millicuries. So becquerels are just going to be the activity per second. So what do we know? We're going to write down that we have 1 microgram of the xenon-133, and they've told us that the half-life of this is 5.25 days. The becquerel is 1 decay per second. Our rate is the rate constant times the amount of stuff, because it's a first order reaction. So it appears as just once here, right? So I'm going to wonder how many atoms there are. If I want to know how much there is, I want to know how many atoms there are. And I will say that K is the logarithm of 2, which is 0.693, over the half-life, which they gave me, 5.25 days. And so that will be 0.132 per day. How much is in? I wanted to know that. I said, how many atoms? Well, they told me how many micrograms. So 1 microgram. And I'm going to use the molar mass. I'm going to flip it upside down though. And I'm going to use Avogadro's number. I know this is how many atoms there are in a mole, and I know that a mole is 133 grams. So I've skipped a little step in there, but that gives me the idea about how many atoms there are. So that's the number of atoms of the xenon-133. So my rate then is going to be this K, 0.132 per day, times my number of items, 4.526 times 10 to the 15th atoms. And my rate needs to be in a becquerels or in per second. Okay, so I need to switch this. What is a day? A day is 24 hours, an hour is 60 minutes, and a minute is 60 seconds. Now I can come up with my rate. It's going to be 6.92 times 10 to the 9th decays per second. And that's the same as becquerels. Also do it in millicuries. So if I want this in millicuries, then I'm going to take this times 10 to the 9th becquerel and use the fact that 1 curie is 3.70 times 10 to the 10th becquerel. That took care of the becquerel, but I wanted it in millicuries. So 1,000 millicuries is the same thing as a curie. See, that's the 1,000, 10 to the third. Milli means 10 to the negative third. Those cancel each other out. When I get done running that through the calculator, I'm going to get 187 millicuries. And that's our answer.